Hello everyone, this is Randy here, another episode of Farming Simulator 15, and we are playing on the Idaho map, and I'm sitting out in field 26 here, and we're hopefully going to purchase this field. I've looked at the price already, surprisingly not a bad price, so we can actually afford it. With actually a little bit of change left over too, only $101,000, 28.99 hectares. We are going to buy this field, and definitely one of the larger fields on the map. Obviously not the biggest one, if you consider like 15 or 37 or 39, or even the ones below it, they're 32 and 31, but still a fairly good sized field, I think. So yes, let's get this truck off the field here. And as you can see, I got all the harvesting equipment and trucks and overloader lined up ready to go. We'll find some place to park this thing out of the way here. Yeah, this probably will work. Shut the engine off. And let's run over to the combine. We'll hire him. I think the John Deere's out of the way now, so we'll let him be, and we'll record a course here in a moment for the truck here. I think we're good to go. Yeah, we'll just record the course here. So start course recording, and go back to this view here again. You notice I'm kind of sitting in between these fields. I'm hoping this one course will work for both 26 and 11, if we eventually purchase 11 anyway. So start course recording, and away we go. Not too far from the farm here, so it shouldn't take too long to record a course. And I do have my steering wheel hooked up here today, so I'm going to be using that to play the game. I figured eventually, hopefully, once we get all this set up for the harvesting of 26 here, we'll go back to replanting. And of course using the articulated tractor for that, so steering wheel just makes it much easier to drive the articulated tractors. It actually makes it easier to drive all the tractors, to be honest, but like I said before, just kind of a pain in the butt for me to have my steering wheel set up all the time, so I don't do it that often. Okay, hopefully, actually, you know what? I'm going to change the way I did that, I think. My concern here is, let me pause it. The concern I have here is going to get in the way. And I did it the same way here on field 1. I didn't like how that turned out, but I figured because of the small field it wouldn't matter. But now that I'm thinking about it, this is a large field, it might just actually matter. So let me change the way I did this. I'm going to trash can a bunch of these. And I do mean a bunch. I do want this to be a fairly efficient course, so John Deere tractor is actually right where I want to go. I believe I can tab to it and not cause any trouble, so let's do that a moment. And if I tab back to it, yes, I can still keep recording my course. What we do here, we're kind of go along this side. Reason being, if a tractor is there emptying, I think that'll get in the way, so I want to stay out of the way of that. That's the reason I'm doing it this way. Okay, that should be good. And we're going to save that as field 26. And I'll create a folder for that too while I'm at it. Okay, nearest waypoint, right mode, check. And let's see if I can reset this tractor view here in a minute. Nope. 5, that's what did it. Okay, that's close enough. I guess it's not ideal, but it'll work. Put the pipe out here. Now, you folks may recall last time I had some trouble with this. We're going to try to get this course recorded right so it doesn't get in the way of the truck there, or thinks it's in the way of the truck, I should say. I think for that we're going to want to start back a ways here. Surprised the combine doesn't have his pipe out yet. But you know what? This probably isn't fertilized, is it? Ooh, we should do that first. Okay, we're going to start the play course for this over here. Start course recording. Truck is turning around back there, so okay, if we and I almost forgot. Not quite. Almost forgot. Yeah, that should be good. Let's back up just a tad more here. Unpause it. Set the waiting point. And stop them. And we'll save that as well. Excellent. Now, size of this field, I think we should actually fertilize this. I think that would be a good idea. So, for that, let's grab the JCB here. You know what? We need to pick that up first. Come on, a little bit closer. That's the nice thing about a steering wheel too. Well, actually not necessarily the steering wheel part, but the pedal part. You get a little bit finer control of your speed as well. You know, you can back it up nice and slowly. Okay, got a refill here first. Okay, and I didn't tell the John Deere to drive course yet, so that combine should be stopping at some point. Oh, he's actually only 45% full. Wow. Staying at 45% too. Oh, there he went. 46. Okay. Combine's going really slow for some reason. Yeah, I thought he would have filled up a long time ago. I mean, I know this is canola, but... Okay, and we'll hire him, and hopefully away he goes, and we're definitely going to speed that up. I cannot speed it up. How come I cannot speed it up? That is ridiculously slow speed. There we go. Pretty sure he's fertilizing. Honestly, can't tell. I'm going to assume he is. Actually, you know what? Once he gets down to where we've already combined, we should be able to tell. And we'll just wait here a moment, make sure he actually is fertilizing properly. Not seeing that darker shading from the fertilizer. Kind of interesting. One thing's for sure here, if the fertilizer is not working, I'm not going to waste the time or the amount of money it's going to take to fertilize this field. So unless I constantly refill this fertilizer, it's actually going to cost quite a bit of money to fertilize this field. Hired worker fertilizing actually costs quite a bit of money, so if it's actually not doing any good, I'm definitely not going to be fertilizing. Oh yeah, looks, well actually you know what? It's not doing any good, is it? Yes, we are seeing the darker line there, but notice it is not actually hitting any of the crops. Interesting. I guess we cannot fertilize the crops that are already ripened here or something, maybe? Wait for this stuff to fold back up here. Yeah, I'm kind of curious now as to why we cannot actually fertilize these crops. That is weird. Okay, we'll hire the combine again, and then we'll just harvest unfertilized crop, I guess. That is kind of unfortunate because fertilizing it would double our yield. Therefore, double the amount of money we'd get from the field here. Okay, let's park this tractor back in the shed, and we shall go back to replanting then. Everything should be set. out here. Just tell this guy to drive the course. Should say the combine is in reach at some point, I would assume. Let's just double check here. Yes, I do have him in overloader mode, so he should be good. And we'll go back to cultivating our field here. We're going to do one thing here first, and that is... There. Much better. Put our dual wheels back on. It's too bad Farming Sim doesn't actually save that between the save games there. Every time you open the game, you have to do that. And anyway, while we're going here, we'll read a couple of comments. Becky was saying, nice harvest setup. Thank you much for that. I'm assuming you're referring to our, basically the same setup I've had throughout this entire game, I guess. The Idaho map, that is. We got the Kloss Lexion 760, our overloader. I've had a couple different tractors on that, but usually the John Deere's on that, and then our Peterbilt truck. And serving me well so far. And I think I could probably follow the line myself here. Not sure how well I could do this with a keyboard. Yeah, I'm simply following the center line of the tractor down the center of the GPS mod there, obviously. Not sure how well that'd work with a keyboard, but the steering wheel, it works quite well. Car Mo was saying I couldn't get auto tractor to work either. Just too frustrating, so I gave up. Says he resorted to using course play for cultivating, seeding, and fertilizing. And I can see that definitely being the case. Auto tractor does work well in some situations. It's just easier to set up than course play. But yeah, probably almost all situations, course play is going to be more reliable. Don't have to worry about course play doing stupid stuff quite as much as you probably do auto tractor or auto combine for that matter. Still have to concentrate a little bit on what you're doing here, following the line. Farmer John was asking, when you downloaded this, he's talking about the Rockwood Forestry map there. He was asking, did you have to go through upload.net or something else? Says he really doesn't want to use upload.net. Yes, you do have to use upload.net for the Rockwood map. I'm not aware you can get it from any other website. And yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting to, or anybody for that matter, for not wanting to go through the upload.net site. Definitely not the most ideal website to deal with. And I would definitely say if you don't feel comfortable doing it, definitely don't do it then. You can definitely get yourself in trouble in a big hurry, you know, with unwanted software, malware, and viruses, and all that good crap. I've never had any issues with it. You just gotta watch what you're doing. Obviously, make sure you close any pop-ups that appear. Don't click on any of the advertisements. That's obviously what they want you to do. That's how they make money. But yeah, doing so will probably get you stuff you don't want. So just something to keep in mind there. Really need a bigger headland on this side of the field, I think. Wesley was saying he downloaded the Rockwood Forestry map here the past weekend. Didn't say whether he was enjoying it or not, just said he downloaded it. Parker was saying trade in, this is on the Idaho map by the way, trade in the John Deere 8400T, our tractor, for a larger tractor. That would probably be a good idea. In fact, we could probably trade it in for a larger tractor. I do have the 9560 tracked one. We could potentially get that tractor. That would obviously be a much larger tractor. Keegan Long, I think I said your name right. Says he's just starting out. He's been a fan of mine for quite a while and wanted a shout out, so there you go. And he also says nice work. Thank you very much for that. And I'm not entirely watching where I'm going here. Oops. Yeah, that last line don't look particularly straight. Oh well. I think we can watch how our things going over here. Looks like they're going okay. Yeah, the one annoying thing with this 7200 here is those screens there blink. That's like really annoying. Canola. I think we got enough canola. Let's do... I believe that's barley. Let's do barley. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to save the game here. Just in case something goes wrong. Actually, you know what? It is going to do auto tractor. I do not want. This tractor perpetually sits here sticking itself on auto tractor, which I don't want. Okay, that should be good. Not sure how well I can follow the line outside the cab, to be honest, but we can give it a try here. Now, the thing is, when you're in the cab here, I can actually follow. You got the center line of the tractor there. Just line that up with the center of the GPS mod, that green line. All set to go, but yeah, I don't find that to be that easy when you're outside the tractor. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. We got two fairly good sized, one big John Deere and one fairly good sized John Deere working on the field here. Yeah, big one's kind of swerving all over the place. I'm not sure why that is. Probably because some crazy person driving it. I don't know why, but if I use my steering wheel, for some reason the speed settings get reset all the time. It's kind of annoying. Okay, looks like that was all the comments from last episode, at least for the moment anyway. Yeah, definitely, at least for myself anyway, I find it much easier to do from in the cab. I know that probably doesn't give you guys quite as much a view, but myself, at least I do find that to be much easier. And we're almost done with this field anyway. And those little bits I've missed there, you know, we got a no-till drill there, so that shouldn't matter. That's why I'm not being too picky about the missing spots. Make it easier on ourselves and skip a lane here. Yep. Okay, it is down. Not sure if that went back down or not. But yeah, for those of you who never played with a steering wheel, the nice thing about a steering wheel is you can really fine-tune your steering. And I know I've mentioned this before, but keyboard, you pretty much got full right, full left, and as far as the actual speed goes, you pretty much got stop or full on forward. Obviously, you can use the speed settings to tune the speed a little bit, but it's still, you got the full on, full off for your speed. For as much harvesting as what the combine has done so far, I'm just looking up at the glance mod here. The John Deere with the overloader is 66% full at 22,000, and the combine is at 48% with 6,000 in it. We definitely have not gotten that much off that field yet. I mean, a really crummy yield from the looks of it. You know what? I might just have to fold this up to get in here. Oh, we might be go okay. Maybe. Yeah, it's like a little funny spot in the field here. I got it all with a plow, but I missed it with a cultivating bit. Oh well. Not the end of the world. do a couple of headlands here, then I'm going to hire a worker. And looking at the time, folks, looks like it's time to call it an episode again. It's already been a half hour long, so hey, folks, have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.